everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Please ignore what the background looks like. I just ended up moving in, so that's probably going to be something to deal with for a little while, but I want to make this video to tell you guys a little something about myself. And before I do so, if it bothers you in any way, if it triggers you, if it disgusts you, then you can just unsubscribe from this channel, not watch this video. Sorry to see you all go, but glad you stuck around this long, and sorry to see you go. But anyway, this is the little confession video that I have to make. If you guys don't know what a little is, I'm basically coming out as that. I want to tell you guys that I am a little, and what that is, it's kind of like an age regressor, and there are multiple terms describing this, so I shall give you all the terms involving little space, age regression, etc. So if you're all familiar with the term little space, what that is where you get into the headspace of a child, entering a childlike carefree space away from the adult world. It's a way of coping for some. It's a lot of stress they may be experiencing, and it's a big community, and everyone is accepted for those who are in it. And some would associate little space with all those other things. Some use it to cope with their abusive past. Some use it to cope with stress. Some use it to relive the childhood that they never had due to past abuse, etc., etc. I'll just leave links to everything, so they'll explain it a whole lot better than me. Now, another thing is DDLG. Some people associate DDLG with 18+ stuff. Some put DDLG in their little space because it's whatever. Your little space is your little space. You do what you want. And what DDLG is, it's something called Daddy Gone Little Girl. Some use it for the same things I just said. Others use it for more adult-related reasons. And some actually use the safe for work term, DLG. And what basically DDLG is a relationship in which one person is the caregiver, and the other is childlike, and it is not a relationship between an actual father and daughter, which is not okay, by the way. It is not okay. If it's like adult-oriented, that is not okay. And age play is basically like a role play. Some use it, and again, for adult reasons. Others associate it with their little space. But again, your little space is your little space. Do what you want to do. I don't really mind. And you can tell I'm nervous and that this video was unscripted, so I apologize for that. I'll leave the terms in the description below if you guys want to know more about it. And anywho, I'm going to tell you guys a short story about how I found out about little space and age regression and all that other stuff. So enjoy the story time. So probably when I was about around junior high school age, somewhere between those lines, I was in the DeviantArt type of thing. I didn't start DeviantArt until I was like 15 or 16 years old. A little bit old for someone who really wanted to start DeviantArt, but I was way too shy. I was around 14 when I found this website. I wanted to start it, but I was too gosh darn shy. Then I entered it, and then there was another website called For Infinity. Entered that website. And what I noticed was there were a whole lot of furries and a whole lot of Pokemon fans and other people like that who were into this thing called ABDL. Now, I necessarily am not really into ABDL, almost said DDLG there for a minute, I'm sorry. But I actually found it kind of interesting and kind of cute for a little while. And I found a whole bunch of artists who are expressing themselves and sharing their stories through comics, artwork, stories, literature, all the other stuff. And I'm thinking, this is interesting. Not really something I'd be into, but I take particular interest in it. It was something that interests me. It's not like a huge type of thing for me, but still. I actually kind of liked it, and I do draw it sometimes, as you've probably seen from my Firmfidity account, but regardless, I still like it. It's pretty cute, in my opinion. But again, you do you. Then around my last year of high school, I kind of forgot about the whole ABDL type of thing and whatnot. But that was when my last year of high school, around the spring semester, I was really into Melanie Martinez around the third month of spring semester of high school. And I just loved Melanie's songs. They were amazing. They were awesome. I loved them so much. And then I found YouTubers who were classified as littles or ABDL people or people in the DDLG community, that I found out all these terms, and I'm just like, this is interesting. This is something that kind of interests me. And then I'm like, okay, just research more about it. And I thought about doing a video about it, like a little documentary video about it. And I found tons of documentaries about people who are baby furs and ABDL furries and all that other stuff. I'm just like, this is interesting. And then I started being more active on Tumblr. I know a lot of you out there make jokes about Tumblr, but I kind of like it. It's where I post most of my artwork and where I post a whole lot of other stuff, like pictures and everything. It's kind of like Instagram and Facebook, only it's a little bit more privated in terms of locations and everything, from what I'm told or from what I know. And then I started following all these other accounts that were related to Little Space and DDLG and all that other stuff. Now, I personally am not like anti anything. For me, it's just, if you're into Little Space, that's okay. If you're into DDLG, that's okay too. If you're into ABDL, that's okay too. Whether or not your bubbled area is sexual or not, that is entirely up to you. You do you, honey boo boo child. And then I started to realize that my past was not a very happy one either. Like my mom, she yelled at me a whole lot. I was abused as a child. She would often get so mad and explode either at me or my father. And growing up, I did not have I don't want to say my childhood was bad, but I don't want to say it was good either. I was abused by pretty much anyone and everyone under the sun. Fake friends, relatives that I thought I was close with, but realized that I wasn't all that close with them, like cousins, my mom, to name a few, and a teacher that automatically deemed me as a devil child because I got in trouble a lot. Yeah, that was not a good time for me. And high school was the kicker, because all throughout my childhood I was bullied, abused, the whole 9 yards in package. And then I'm like, is this something that could be like for me? And I get stressed really easily, especially in times when there's like a lot of overwhelming things happening in my life. And sometimes anime can't fix that, even though it distracts me from all the bad things happening. It doesn't really help too much. But I do associate that with my own little space. Anime is part of my little space because I like anime. Anime is awesome. And that's when I started experimenting with things, and I'm just like, I actually kind of like this. This is going to be like my little coping mechanism, my little therapy type of thing, and that's pretty much the story. I don't use Little Space as often as I'd like to, but I would. I absolutely would. And I don't regret a single damn bit of it because I absolutely love it. It is something that is for me. It can be for literally anybody if you're into that. Again, if that grosses you guys out, or if you don't like it, or if you just want to leave this channel after it came out as a little, then sorry to see you go. But hopefully there will be some new subscribers here on this channel. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was very long and very unscripted. I'll try editing this out when I get a chance, which I most likely did after this video is posted. And I'll see you guys next time. As always, stay awesome, stay strong, stay beautiful. Everything is in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!